Hi, English learners. Welcome to English Unlocked the Oral Mastery. Think of this as your daily dose of inspiration, where learning English feels like a breeze and improving your life feels like home. I am Daniel.
And I am Jenny. We are just so happy to be here with you today for this deep dive into your spoken English journey.
We really are. So today we are looking at a very specific mission. We are going to tackle a problem that almost every single person listening to this has experienced at least once.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone goes through it.
Right. So picture this scenario for a second. You are sitting on your couch at home. You are watching a popular American TV show or, maybe a funny video on YouTube.
Just relaxing, taking it all in.
Exactly. The characters are speaking fast, but you understand the words. You easily understand the grammar. When a joke is made, you laugh out loud because you get the punchline perfectly.
And in that moment on the couch, you feel incredible. Your brain completely understands the language.
And you feel so smart.
You really do. The English is safely and comfortably inside your head. You feel like a total master of the language.
But then, the real world happens. You step outside your house, you go to a local coffee shop to order an iced latte, or maybe you log into a Zoom meeting for work, and it is your turn to give a quick update.
That is when the panic starts.
Yes. You open your mouth to speak, and suddenly a freeze happens. It is like your mouth hits a solid brick wall. You feel this intense rush of shyness.
Like your throat just closes up.
Exactly. The words just completely refuse to come out.
Yeah, it is an incredibly frustrating experience. You know those words are in your brain. You just proved it while watching TV.
Right, you just watched a whole movie.
Exactly. But those words suddenly refuse to travel down the road from your brain to your mouth. So today, our deep dive is totally focused on fixing this exact problem.
We are going to build a solid bridge between the English in your brain and the English in your mouth.
I really like that image. We are building a bridge.
And here is the absolute most important thing you need to know right now. If you are listening to this and you feel bad about yourself when you freeze up, well, you need to stop.
You really have to stop blaming yourself.
When you freeze and feel shy, it is not because you are not smart enough. It has absolutely nothing to do with your intelligence.
Zero. It is really important to let go of that guilt right now. The freeze is actually a physical reality. We are dealing with a physical problem here, not a mental one.
See, that sounds crazy to me. When I cannot think of a word, I always blame my brain. How is speaking a language a physical problem? What is actually going on in our bodies when we freeze?
Well, think about how you usually study English. What is your normal routine? You probably sit at a desk, right?
Yeah, with a notebook.
Right. You look at thick grammar books, you take pages and pages of notes, you watch those movies and carefully read the subtitles.
That is what everyone does in school.
Exactly. And all of those activities are fantastic for understanding, but they only train one specific thing. They only train your brain.
We spend hundreds of hours feeding the brain information. We treat English like a math test.
Yes, like a written math test. But in the process of studying for that test, we completely ignore our mouth muscle.
The actual muscles in our face.
Right. We forget about the lips. We forget about the tongue. We forget about the jaw. These are physical body parts, just like your arms or your legs. And just like your arms and legs, well, they need physical training.
Let us use an analogy to make this super clear for the listener. Let us say you wake up tomorrow and decide you want to get very physically strong.
Okay, I want to be a bodybuilder.
Right. Your big goal is to do 50 perfect push-ups. So what do? You go to the bookstore and buy 100 books about how to do a push-up.
100 books. That is a lot of reading.
It is. You sit in your chair and read every single book. You study the diagrams of the arm muscles. You memorize the exact angle your back should be at.
So you become a world-class expert on the theory of the push-up.
Exactly. You know more about push-ups than anyone else in the room. Your brain is a push-up genius.
But you never actually do one.
Right. Here is the catch. You never actually get down on the floor to push your body up. You never practice the actual physical movement. You just read about it.
So what happens when you finally decide to show off and try to do those 50 push-ups?
You get down on the floor, you try to push your body weight up, and boom, you immediately fall flat on your face.
You hit the floor fast. Why? Because your muscles have zero real-world training. Your brain knew exactly what to do, but your physical muscles, they did not have the strength, the coordination, or the memory to actually do it.
And this is exactly what is happening to your face when you try to speak English.
Yeah.
You have read the grammar books.
Yeah.
You know the rules, but you have not done any Mouth push-ups.
Mouth push-ups. That is the perfect way to visualize it. In our field, we call this having a lazy mouth.
A lazy mouth. I like that term.
But let us be very clear with you, the listener. Your mouth is not bad or broken. It is only lazy when it comes to English, and there is a very logical reason for that.
What is the reason?
Well, your mouth is deeply, deeply accustomed to your first language.
Oh, of course. Think about your native language right now. You have been speaking it since you were a tiny baby.
Every single day.
Every single day, for years and years, your mouth has made the exact same physical shapes to produce those specific sounds.
Yes. Your lips, your tongue, and your jaw, they have built incredibly deep muscle memory for your native language. They know those physical rhythms without even thinking.
It is totally automatic.
Exactly. But English is a totally different beast. It possesses a completely different sound flow.
It requires brand new physical shapes. To speak English correctly, your tongue has to move to places in your mouth it has never been before.
Right. Your lips have to stretch in entirely different ways.
And if you do not practice those new shapes, your mouth tries to cheat.
It definitely tries to cheat. It tries to force the comfortable physical shapes of your first language onto English words.
Like trying to put a square peg in a round hole.
Yes. And when that happens, it feels incredibly unnatural. Your brain realizes something is wrong and you freeze. Your mouth literally resists because it is not used to the new muscular workout.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? It means the solution is beautifully simple. To achieve oral mastery, you have to stop treating your speaking practice like a mental written test.
You have to start treating it like a muscular workout.
Yes. Today, we are officially opening the English gym for you.
Welcome to the gym. And the absolute best part. This gym is located right in your bedroom.
You do not need to buy any heavy equipment. You do not need an expensive monthly membership. You just need you, a mirror, and your voice.
That is all it takes.
Okay, so I am fully on board with the gym idea, but here is where I am going to push back a bit. We all have intensely busy lives.
Very busy.
People work long hours, they go to university, they take care of kids. When you say we need a physical workout for our mouths, my brain immediately thinks about time.
I get that. Time is precious.
People study English for hours a day and still cannot speak. Can a workout really be effective if it does not take hours, like a traditional grammar class?
That is a very valid concern. We are conditioned to believe that learning has to be long, boring, and painful to actually work.
Right. Like if it does not hurt, you are not learning.
Exactly. But that simply is not true when we talk about muscle memory. The promise of the mouth gym is not an hour, it is just 5 minutes.
Wait, really? Come on. Just 5 minutes a day is going to fix years of feeling shy?
Yes, just 5 minutes. But here is the crucial word you have to remember. Focused.
Focused, okay?
For these 5 minutes, you are entirely dedicated to your mouth muscles. You are not just using your eyes to read silently, you are actively moving your body.
So no distractions?
None.
Yeah.
If you dedicate just 5 focused minutes a day to your mouth, your spoken English will sound completely different in 30 days.
Wow. Okay, 5 minutes a day for 30 days, even the busiest person can do that. You can do that in the shower or while you're waiting for your morning coffee to brew.
Exactly. It is a small time commitment, but the results are incredibly powerful. So, let us start talking about theory and actually build this workout. It consists of 4 very simple steps.
All right, I have got my mental gym clothes on. Let us get into it. What is step 1?
Step 1 is the warm-up. This takes exactly 1 minute. Think about runners. Before a runner sprints down the street, they stretch their leg muscles, right?
Oh, yeah, you have to stretch or you will get hurt.
Well, before you speak English, you have to stretch your mouth.
That makes sense. But how do you stretch a mouth? What is the actual exercise?
You are going to do 3 quick things. First, lip rolls. You close your lips lightly and blow air through them so they vibrate. It makes it sound like a horse. Try it.
Okay, let me try. B-R-R-R-R. Like that? Perfect? Do that a few times?
Yeah.
Second, we do tongue stretches. You stick your tongue out as far as it can possibly go. Try to touch your chin with it.
Touching my chin. Okay.
Then point it up toward your nose. Then stretch it left and right. Really push the muscle. I am doing it right now, and I have to be honest with you. It feels utterly ridiculous.
Oh, it definitely feels silly. But the third part is even sillier. It is the big smile stretch. I want you to smile as wide as you possibly can.
A giant smile.
Yes. Stretch your cheeks until you feel the tension and just hold that giant, exaggerated smile.
I am doing the giant smile right now as I talk to you, and I feel like a cartoon character, but my cheeks actually feel really warm.
That warmth is blood flowing to the muscles. And feeling silly is actually part of the magic here. When we try to speak English, especially when we are nervous, we carry a massive amount of stress in our face.
Oh, my jaw gets so tight when I am nervous.
Right. Our jaw locks up tight. Our lips get stiff. Doing these silly stretches completely breaks that physical tension. It wakes the lazy muscles up and tells them, hey, it is time to go to work.
It totally breaks the ice with yourself. Right. My mouth muscles are warm and tingling. That took 1 minute. What is step 2?
Step 2 is the mirror technique. This also takes exactly 1 minute. You go to a bathroom mirror or use the camera on your phone. You look directly into your own eyes.
Directly in my eyes, okay.
You do not look down at your shoes. You do not look at the wall. Stand tall, look in your eyes, pick one strong English sentence and say it out loud 5 times.
Staring into my own eyes while speaking another language. That sounds incredibly intense. Why not just say it to the wall?
Because the wall is not judging you. You are. One of the biggest reasons you freeze in that coffee shop is not a lack of vocabulary. It is fear.
Fear of making a mistake.
Partly. But specifically, you are afraid of how you look. You have this deep fear that you look stupid or awkward when you make foreign English sounds.
Wow, that hits deep. We are terrified of looking foolish.
Yes. By looking directly at yourself in the mirror, you force yourself to face that exact fear. You watch your own mouth move. You get comfortable seeing your own reflection speaking a brand new language.
That makes so much sense.
This exercise specifically kills the fear of how you look.
You are normalizing it for your own brain. You are saying, hey, this is what I look like when I speak English, and it is totally fine.
I love that.
Okay, so we are warmed up. We are feeling confident in the mirror. Now what?
Now for step 3. This is shadow speaking. It is the main cardiovascular workout of the routine, so it takes 2 full minutes.
But cardio, okay.
Here's how it works. You take a very short audio clip of a native English speaker. It could be 10 seconds from a movie or a small piece of a deep dive like this one. You listen to a short sentence and you repeat it out loud immediately.
Just like a shadow, I'm following right behind their footsteps.
Right. But here is the most crucial detail of this entire step. You are not just trying to read the raw words on a page. You are trying to copy the physical rhythm.
The rhythm.
We're trying to copy the emotion. If the speaker's voice goes up high in pitch, your voice needs to go up high. If they speak in a soft whisper, well, you speak in a soft whisper.
I see. I am not just repeating data. I am matching the music of their voice.
Yes. You let the native speaker's voice pull your voice along like a wave. It trains your mouth to physically feel the natural rise and fall of English sentences.
That is such a different way to practice. It feels active instead of passive. And that brings us to the final part of our workout, step 4.
Step 4 is the fluency loop. This takes the final 1 minute of your routine. You take one single sentence, do not pick a paragraph, just one sentence, and you practice saying it out loud at 3 distinct speeds.
3 speeds, what are they?
First, you say it slow, then you say it normal, then you say it fast.
Let us actually demonstrate this for the listener so they hear the difference. Let us use a really common sentence. I need to go to the store.
Perfect choice. So start with the slow speed. Really separate the words I need to go to the store.
Wow, that is really slow.
The goal here is not to sound natural. It is to build pure accuracy. You want to feel every single muscle move as you shape the words.
I can feel my lips working hard on that. Okay, then we move to normal speed. I need to go to the store. That feels like my everyday talking rhythm.
Exactly. Normal speed builds your baseline rhythm, but here is where the real workout happens. The fast speed. I want you to say it as fast as humanly possible without messing up.
Challenge accepted. You need to get the source store.
Great. The fast speed is so important because it forces your mouth to connect the words. There is no time to pause.
Right, you just have to push through it.
It proves to your brain that your mouth actually has the physical ability to move quickly in English without freezing.
It totally removes the hesitation. Okay, so let us review the whole routine. 1 minute of silly warm-ups, 1 minute of mere confidence, 2 minutes of shadow speaking to catch the rhythm, and 1 minute of the fluency loop. 5 minutes total.
Just 5 minutes.
I can clearly see how doing this daily would change your physical muscle memory.
It absolutely will. But, as we move into the next phase of our discussion, we need to highlight a very dangerous trap that learners fall into.
A trap? What do you mean?
Well, your mouth muscles might be fully warmed up and you might pronounce every single word perfectly, but there is a catch.
Oh, I know what you were talking about. You can speak perfectly, but you still do not sound natural. You sound like a computer program.
Yes.
You sound like a robot.
Yes. The robot voice. It is the ultimate enemy of smooth, fluent English.
Let us break this down for the listener. How do we take our strong, newly trained mouth muscles and add real music to them? Why do so many hardworking learners end up sounding robotic in the first place?
The robot voice happens because learners speak word by word. When they see a sentence, they treat it like a grocery list of separate individual items.
Like checking boxes on a list.
Exactly. They put a hard, heavy stop between every single word, like this. I am going to the market.
Listening to that just feels incredibly blocky. It feels heady, like dropping square bricks onto a wooden floor. There's zero flow.
And the reason learners do this is actually because of reading. When you read an English book, what do you see? You see empty spaces between the words on the paper.
Right. Every word has a clear space after it.
Your eyes see those spaces. So your brain logically assumes there must be empty spaces of silence when you speak. But here's the secret. Native English speakers do not speak with spaces. We use something called sound clusters.
Sound clusters. This is where the language really starts to sound beautiful. What exactly is a sound cluster? How does it work?
Think of a sound cluster as a small group of words that link together to form one continuous sound. The words hold hands. They act like a tiny train moving down the tracks.
A tiny train. I like that.
The very end of one word smoothly connects right into the beginning of the next word without any silence in between.
Let us give a clear example so the listener can try it. Think about the common question, what are you doing? If you speak with the robot voice, you leave spaces. You say, what are you doing?
Right. But a fluent speaker uses a sound cluster. They melt those words together into that tiny train. The phrase transforms naturally in the mouth into, what you doing?
What you doing? Wow, that feels completely different to say. It is softer. It is much faster. It actually has a groove to it.
It does. That groove is the true music of the language. English is what we call a stress-timed language. We push hard and loudly on the important words, and we shrink the small, unimportant words together into these tight sound clusters.
Knowing this is great, but as a learner at home, how do you actually practice this? Because understanding a sound cluster in your head is easy, but making your mouth naturally produce what you're doing is much harder.
It is challenging to break old habits, but there is a highly creative strategy you can use to smash the robot voice. To speak with real music, you have to stop acting like a student and start acting like an actor.
An actor. I love this shift in mindset. Explain how playing an actor changes the way we speak.
Think about the mindset of a traditional student. A student is totally obsessed with being correct. A student worries about failing. A student wants every single word to have perfect grammar.
Because they want to get a good grade.
Right. And that creates stress, which creates the robot voice. But an actor does not care about a grammar test. An actor only cares about conveying emotion. They care about the feeling behind the line.
So when you are doing your 5-minute practice, you should actively instruct yourself to play different characters. You take the exact same sentence, and you force yourself to say it using wildly different emotions.
Exactly. Let us try it right now. We will take the sentence, I cannot believe you did that. If you are stuck in the student mindset, you just read it flatly off the page.
Right. I cannot believe you did that. Boring.
But let us say you are an actor practicing your fluency. First, I want you to say it like you are incredibly, wonderfully happy. You just got a huge surprise.
Okay, here we go. Huge smile. I cannot believe you did that. High energy, bright voice.
Great. Now, completely switch gears. Say it like you are furiously angry. Someone just broke your favorite coffee mug.
Oh, all right. Deep voice, tense jaw. I cannot believe you did that.
Awesome. Now, one more. Say it like you are terrified, you are very nervous and hiding in the dark.
Shaky voice, speaking quietly. I cannot believe you did that.
Perfect. Did you notice what just happened? When you changed the underlying emotion, your physical rhythm changed automatically.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it did.
Your pitch moved up and down without you even planning it. The sound clusters happened completely naturally because the emotion forced the words to link together.
That is truly fascinating. But why does acting work so well to fix the freeze? What is happening in our brains?
It works because acting out the language completely shuts down your self-judgment. Remember the intense fear we talked about earlier? The fear of looking silly or making a grammar mistake?
Yes, the exact fear that causes the freeze in the coffee shop.
When you act, your brain becomes incredibly busy playing the emotion. It focuses all its energy on pretending to be angry or pretending to be happy.
So it does not have time to worry.
Right. Your brain gets so distracted by the fun game of acting that it literally forgets to be scared.
Wow. It is like playing a brilliant trick on your own mind. You put on a mask of an emotion, and behind that mask, your true fluency can finally escape. You stop obsessing over the grammar rules and start feeling the actual human communication.
Exactly. You find your authentic English voice by playing around with different silly voices. It naturally adds the missing music right back into your daily muscle workout.
So if we pull back and look at the bigger picture today, we have built a really comprehensive system for the listener. We started by accepting the physical reality. The mouth is not stupid. It is just lazy, and it needs a workout.
We gave you the gym, a simple 5-minute daily routine of warm-ups, mirror work, and shadowing to build that crucial muscle memory.
And then we added the soul to the machinery. We showed you how to break the robot voice by using sound clusters and acting with pure emotion. We were bringing the physical sweat of the workout and the emotional freedom of acting together.
It truly is a complete philosophy, not just for English, but for self-improvement. And there is a powerful core mantra that perfectly captures this entire journey. It is a phrase you should probably write on a sticky note and put on your bathroom mirror.
Let us definitely share that mantra with the listener right now. The phrase is, you do not repeat to remember, you repeat to become.
Let me say that one more time, because it is the heart of everything we are doing. You do not repeat to remember, you repeat to become.
Think about the depth of that. When you do your 5 minutes of practice every morning, when you make those silly horse sounds with your lips, when you say your sentence fast and slow, you are not just trying to memorize a boring list of vocabulary words for a test.
No, you are not. You are physically and mentally changing who you are. You are slowly, day by day, becoming a person who speaks with ultimate freedom. You are building a brand new identity.
And the most beautiful thing about this process is that this true fluency is built in entirely private spaces.
Yes. We call it private fluency. You do not build your ultimate confidence standing on a stage in front of hundreds of people. You build it in your messy bedroom.
Or in the shower.
Right. You build it alone in your car while you were driving to work and doing your fluency loop. You build it when absolutely nobody else is watching you.
Those quiet, private 5 minutes every single day are where the real magic is forged. You're laying the strong bricks for a sturdy house, one day at a time.
So we have a specific call to action for you today. A piece of homework to get you started on this journey immediately.
Yes. Today, as soon as you have a free moment, we want you to go find a mirror in your house. Look yourself directly in the eyes, do not look away, and say this sentence out loud to yourself. This is my voice. I am training my mouth.
Say it with strength. Actually believe the words. This is my voice. I am training my mouth. Claim that physical reality for yourself.
And we also really want to hear from you. Leave a comment wherever you are listening to this deep dive. We want you to answer this simple question. What is the hardest part for you personally? Is it understanding the English when others speak? Or is it getting your mouth to speak the English?
We want to know exactly where you are in your personal journey so we can keep providing the absolute best tools for you.
This has been such an incredibly powerful exploration today. The deep connection between our physical body and our spoken language is something we almost always overlook, but it changes everything when you finally realize it.
It really does shift your whole perspective. It takes the heavy pressure off your tired brain and gives your body a clear physical job to do.
Now, before we leave you today, I want to leave you with one final provocative thought. Something for you to chew on while you go about the rest of your day.
Oh, I always love a good final question to think about.
Think about this. Today, we learned that physically training our mouth muscles can completely unlock our voice in a new foreign language. It physically removes the freeze. It removes the fear.
It really frees you up.
But what happens next? If you dedicate yourself to this 5-minute gym and you find this strong, new, highly confident English voice, well, how might this newfound vocal confidence physically change how you carry yourself in your daily life?
Wow, that is a really deep question.
Right. Think about it. If you learn to speak powerfully and fearlessly in your second language, does it naturally change how you stand? Does it change how tall you walk when you enter a crowded room?
I mean, it has to.
Might it even change how boldly you speak up in your native language?
It is all deeply connected. True confidence built in one area of your life almost always spills over into everything else you do.
Exactly. So keep that idea in your mind as you start your 5-minute daily workout tomorrow morning. We see you, and we acknowledge all the small, brave steps you are taking. Every single minute of practice counts.
Keep up the fantastic work. We firmly believe in your small steps. Keep training those muscles.
And stay unlocked. We will catch you on the next deep dive.